Losing weight. Who do you believe? If you search the internet, you will find piles upon piles of misguided information. Reason. In 2008, Americans spent $40 billion in weight loss products. I feel like I have contributed a huge portion of that number over the last 5 years. I have purchased every ab machine imaginable, even the one that shocked your stomach. As far as the supplements go, please don't get me started. After 5 years I did manage to lose 55 pounds. Since I have managed to blow all this money, and take the longest route possible, I figured I should put the research to good use, and stop someone like you from throwing money away. I have found the fastest way to lose weight through experience. I will also guide you to the supplements that actually work. Let me first start by letting you know something that you probably already know. Just because you sweat, does not mean you are burning fat. I'm sorry I had to go there, but I wanted to write this like I was talking to myself 5 years ago. The only way to burn fat is to have a rapid increase in your heart rate, and no drink will do that. There are basically 3.5 ways to burn fat fast and effectively. Here's the first way. Wake up earlier and do cardio before breakfast. Why? 1. Waking up in the morning after an overnight 8 to 12 hour fast, your body's stores of glycogen are almost completely gone. When you do cardio like this, it makes your body burn more fat. 2. When you eat, it causes a release of insulin. Insulin interferes with the burning of body fat. Insulin is decreased in the morning, so more body fat is burned when you do cardio before breakfast. 3. There are less carbohydrates, glucose, in the bloodstream when you get up after an overnight fast. With less glucose available, you will burn stored fat. Stored fat is in places that junk food sticks to. Everyone, depending on background, has different places that the fat loves to stick to. 4. If you eat before working out, your body naturally burns off what you just ate first before the stored body fat, plus insulin is increased after you eat. 5. When doing cardio in the morning, your metabolism stays elevated even after the workout is over. This is called afterburn. When you do cardio at night, you burn calories during the workout, but you fail to get the benefit of the afterburn because your metabolic rate drops dramatically as soon as you fall asleep. The second way. High-intensity interval training, HIIT. HIIT is done by alternating brief periods of high-intensity work, 85% or more, with brief periods of lower-intensity work. As an example, I use the elliptical machine. It is easy on my knees, stretching while encouraged is not necessary, and it works better than a treadmill. I do a daily routine of HIIT training for 20 minutes and it works wonders. My routine is as follows. I do 4 minutes of a comfortable pace where I feel like my heart rate is slightly accelerated. On minute 5 it is go time. You want to really push yourself to get a sprint going. After 1 minute I slow back down to the normal pace I was at until minute 9 I sprint for another minute. I repeat the process until the time is up. Why HIIT? Studies on HIIT have shown a much higher EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, which can drastically add to daily calorie expenditure. Scientists compared the effects of 2 exercise protocols on 24-hour energy expenditure. Group 1 cycled for 60 minutes at a higher consistent rate. Group 2 did HIIT, cycling for 2 minutes at high intensity followed by 2 minutes at a low intensity. Group 2 burned 160 more calories in 24 hours than Group 1. That means Group 2 would burn a jaw-dropping 11.8 pounds of fat in 1 year if they did HIIT just working out for half the year. The best way it was explained to me was like this. Have you ever seen an overweight long-distance runner? Of course. Go to a marathon, they fill up the streets and some are successful runners. On the other hand, have you ever seen an overweight sprinter? No. As a matter of fact, you would have a hard time finding body fat on a sprinter. The third way. Lift weights. I know I have heard it from my wife for many years. I don't want to get bulky or muscular. I don't want to look like a man, or my back is as wide as I want it to be. Trust me when I tell you this is one of, if not the most important way. Why weight training? Ironically, weight training has a much higher magnitude of excess post-exercise oxygen consumption or EPOC than cardio training. This means weight training does burn fat, in an indirect way. If you are interested in losing body fat and not lifting weights, it will actually take you longer to get to your goal. This is the best part about weight training. I found a secret, and it works. There is a new method called DOGGCRAPP. Ugly name and a long subject in itself, but it works. Basically, it cuts your workout time in half and is more effective. Use a search engine to look it up. I have been doing it for 2 years, and by no means am I bulky. Another problem that people have when losing weight with no weight training is significant muscle loss. Here's the best way to explain it. I know you have seen the celebrity magazine's covers that look like a National Geographic cover. You know, the one where your favorite actor or musician looks like they do not eat. This is what happens when the experienced trainer doesn't want to get fired. The celebrity panics because they have not lost the desired weight that the $5,000 a week trainer promised them. They stop all weight training regimens along with other factors. Simply because they are concentrated on weight, not body fat. In fact, if we could take a moment to go inside your bathroom and throw that scale away. You will gain weight working out, it is going to happen, but weight does not matter. In fact, if you can step off of the scale for a couple of weeks, you will see real results the next time you step on it. The final half. Take the right supplements. Before I show you the final half, let me make something clear: you need a mentor. If you haven't figured it out already, your body is the most sophisticated machine on the face of the earth. Let me explain with an analogy. I have never been mechanically inclined. Much to my father's dismay, I take my car to the service center for an oil change. I have never, and will never understand how a car works. In my view, it is the second most sophisticated machine I deal with on a daily basis. The point I am trying to make is simple: you need an expert. You need guidance from someone who understands the most sophisticated piece of machinery on earth. I would recommend hiring a personal trainer, at least for 1 month. If you don't have the monthly resources for a personal trainer, if you have the discipline, purchase a good diet and workout plan online. Supplements are key when losing weight, but which ones are real? The final half can be found on my reviews website. In the meantime, take the information I have given you and run with it, literally.